Hi, hi, hi. Why is it not? It is not showing me. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is another day that the Lord has made. Karibu sana. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome. Karibu sana, karibu, karibu. I am giving people some time so that they can join. Wow, welcome, Jane Jambi. Hello, beautiful. How are you, dear? How are you doing? I'm so happy to see you. Thank you so much. Missed you in a bit. It's been a minute. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jane. You're good. I am so happy to see you today. And I thank God that you're here, my dear. By the way, for those who don't know Jane Jambi, do we have some people here yet? I can see Brenda in the WhatsApp group. A minute. Let's give others some few minutes so that they can join. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much, Jane Jambi. For those who don't know Jane Jambi, she is a digital business. What, Jane? Can you finish that one? There, can you chat there so that I can give the best introduction to you? She has been teaching me how to make these online videos. She did for me the website. So, Jen Jambi, can you do your introduction there so that people can know you? Oh, Brother James, thank you so much. Brenda James, I am in. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining. Good. Jen Jambi is a digital marketer. She is a digital marketer. And because in this platform we have so many people, if you want someone to help you in your digital marketing, reach out to Jane Jambi. If you want her number, I am here. I can give you that number. So those who are in business, Jane Jambi is a digital marketer and she does a lot of things. So it's good to recognize that because she has helped me a lot, a lot, a lot. I can see. This sweating face. Thank you so much, Jill. You're making me laugh. I love you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We were just chatting so that you people can be able to join us. And I'm happy that we are a few numbers. So once you get in here, introduce yourself, tell me where you're joining from, and whether you are ready. Thank you so much, Jen. I really love seeing that face. Thank you so much, Brenda. I really love seeing you there. I can see the laugh, 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 laugh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's give others some few minutes so that they can join. And even those who will watch this video, by the way, after this, if you are in business, look for Jen Jambi. By the way, she's one lady I love. She is the best in digital marketing. Okay, so before we get into our topic today about anger management, you are all welcome. You're all welcome. You are all welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell me where you're joining from. We're just giving them 2 minutes now. We are giving them 2 minutes now. Once you join, let me know so that we can know how many we are. So, welcome. Okay, for those who don't know me, my name's Faith Jago. I am a relationship coach and a marriage counselor by profession. So, today we are going to learn about anger management so that we can understand ourselves pretty well and know what happens to us when we feel that feeling. What happens when that anger comes to you? What are you supposed to do? Okay, let's give them some few minutes. Thanks. Hi, Coach, joining from Tena Estate. Thank you, Susan Kasuku. Karibu sana. Thank you. You are most welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's continue. I will recognize the others as they continue coming. So for now, let's start. So I would want us to think about this thing called anger. And the reason I would want us to talk about the anger is because this is the thing, this is a feeling, or this is an emotion that has been killing so many relationships, that has been killing so many marriages. This is the emotion that has been making people lose their jobs and making people even lose their lives. Okay, so anger, if not managed well, it can make you lose even the best thing or the thing that you love in this world. Okay, so we are going to dive deep into understanding what is anger and then understanding how you can be able to manage this anger so that it is not going to destroy the good thing that you have. Okay, so let me share my screen. Let me share. Good. So there we are. So today we are going to talk about anger management, as I have said there before. And I have tried to touch a little bit about anger and the dangers that comes with anger that is not controlled. Okay. So our learning objective will be, we are going to define the concept of anger and its various manifestations. We are going to differentiate between anger, aggression, and hostility. We are also going to understand the positive and negative aspects of anger. We are going to recognize when anger becomes problematic. Then you'll gain awareness of the physical and emotional consequences of inappropriate anger expression. Okay, so that is what we are going to cover today. So to start with, what is anger? Anger is an emotion. Let me enlarge this a bit so that you can see. Yeah, that way. Anger is an emotion characterized by antagonism towards someone or something you feel has deliberately done you wrong. Anger is a feeling that ranges from mild irritation to intense fury and rage. It is common to confuse anger with other emotions like aggression and hostility, but anger is not supposed to be like that, because aggression is a behavior that is intended to cause harm or injury to another person or property. Okay, so whenever you feel like you want to harm someone just because they have done something wrong to you, that is not anger anymore. It has grown from anger to aggression. Okay, so aggression is that feeling of wanting to revenge, of wanting to harm that other person. Okay, but hostility, on the other hand, refers to set of attitudes and judgments that motivate aggression behavior. Okay, so once you feel angry about something or somebody, and now it grows in you as it starts getting intense, and you find that now you're feeling so hostile, like there is that attitude, there is that judgment that your logical brain is saying that I am supposed to hurt this man or this lady because she has done this and this. That now is hostility. And this is the attitude that makes you aggressive. Okay. And when you become aggressive, then it means that you can harm someone, you can even injure, you can even kill. And aggression is when now you find that people are in a relationship, and because they don't know how to manage this anger, it becomes aggressive. They become aggressive. And when people become aggressive, I know you've had some people have killed one another. Why? Because there was anger, yeah, that was triggered by something, okay, and then this anger was not controlled, so they became aggressive, okay, and they wanted to harm the other person. So at the end of it, these partners in a relationship who are aggressive, they end up killing one another. So I want you to know that anger which is not controlled is very, very dangerous. So anger can go into two ways, okay, because it doesn't mean that you are an angel that you'll never be angry. No, you'll get angry. What you're not supposed to do is to become aggressive, is to be aware of yourself that you're not supposed to be aggressive, you are not supposed to be hostile, okay. And for you to prevent that, what are you supposed to do is to learn how to manage this anger. So anger can go into two ways. Anger can be a way to express positive feelings. E.g., anger can motivate someone to find solutions to a problem. Let me tell you, if you are working somewhere and there is somebody who has been pushing you, okay, because anger is not only in relationship, even at your workplace there are some things that you say and they make you very angry. So for example, if there is somebody who has been pushing you, if you are positive and aware of the anger, of the feeling that you feel, yeah, of that emotion, yeah, that anger can help you find a solution. Okay, so it doesn't mean that getting angry is bad. The way you react, that is what becomes a problem. Okay, so on a positive side, anger can make you find solutions. And also, when you anger is excessive and it's not controlled, it can cause problems such as increased blood pressure and other physiological changes associated with anger. Sorry, just a minute. I can see Gloria is asking, is this live? Yes, it is live. It is live. You are live, Gloria. So it is live. Yes, yes, it is live. Sorry, maybe you came late, but we are live. Sorry, I'm a bit late. It's okay, you're in. It's better to be late than never to attend. So let's continue. Gloria, it is live. Okay, so when does anger become a problem? Anger becomes a problem when it is felt too intensely, frequently, or it is expressed inappropriately. Okay? Anger that is felt too intensely, frequently, and it is expressed inappropriately, that is what becomes a problem. Feeling anger too intensely or frequently places extreme physical strains. Now, tell me before we move forward, have you ever been affected by anger physically? Tell me, list 5 ways anger may be affecting you physically. List 5 ways that anger may be affecting you physically before I continue, because I would want to know, because now you know what is anger, how is it affecting you? Because we have said it can make your blood pressure increase. It brings so many problems. Okay? And we have said that anger becomes a problem when it is felt too intensely, frequently, and it is not expressed in appropriate way. So as you continue telling me, so let's continue. Now, when this anger comes and it becomes frequent and intense, there are some payoff and some consequences that it brings. Okay, the inappropriate expression of anger initially has apparent payoff, e.g., reducing tension and controlling people. And in the long term, these payoffs leads to negative consequences, which include loss of respect, poor decision making, legal exposure, monetary loss, missed opportunity, and negative effects on relationship. Now, when this anger is not controlled, you know, it has some consequences. Yeah. Number one, you will feel like you want to control people. You will feel like you want to release the tension that is in you. Okay. When this anger is felt frequently, yeah, and intensely, and it is not controlled, you will feel that you really want to control this thing that is bringing anger to you. Okay, and the consequence of having that intense and a frequent anger is loss of property, because when you become angry and maybe you injure someone and you are sent to the jail, so what happens? Your property will be taken by other people. Okay, or if you are overwhelmed and then you are covered by anger that is not controlled and you injure your partner, what happens? You go to the jail. Okay, so anger that is not controlled is very, very dangerous. Together up to there? Okay, I can see. Yes, Jane Jambi is saying yes. I have experienced anger. Thank you, Jane, for sharing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So those who are in this class, can you please let me know so that I can know that we are moving together? Tell me the consequences of anger, because we have learned that time when you became so angry, what happened? Yeah, because we have said that consequences will include loss of respect. You will not be able to give respect to the people that are supposed to be respected. Then number two, you will not be able to make decisions. Okay, and even you will be your relationship will have a lot of problems, and especially if you are in the power struggle stage. Okay, so it is better to be aware that if this anger is not controlled, it will bring a lot of problems in my life. Okay, but then when we are talking about anger, many people confuse anger with other things. Like there are a lot of story outside here that people believe that anger is brought by this and this, which is wrong. Okay, people believe you inherited anger from somewhere or from your origin, which is wrong. So I want you to understand these misconceptions and these myths, these stories, the myths behind anger, so that as we go and learn how to manage this anger, you will be knowing that whatever I had before was just a myth, was just a story. Okay, but now I'm wise enough. Okay, so let's see these misconceptions. Okay, myth number one, anger is inherited. My friend, most of the people say that anger is inherited, and that is very, very wrong, because evidence from research studies, however, indicates that people are not born with set and specific ways of expressing anger. So anger is not inherited at all, at all, at all. Okay? Rather, these studies show that the expression of anger is learned behavior. It's a learned behavior, and that's more appropriate way of expressing anger can be learned. Okay, so if you have this behavior. Number one, if you feel anger because you're human, here I want us to be very true to ourselves because we are human. I also get angry sometimes, okay? But I control myself not to be aggressive and not to be hostile, okay? But if at any one time I have ever thought that maybe I inherited this anger from my dad or mom, that is wrong. Anger is not inherited. Rather, anger is a learned behavior. It's a behavior that you learned. And that behavior that you learned, you can be able to unlearn it if you wish. Okay, so that is myth number one. Myth number two, that anger automatically leads to aggression. No, anger, it's not a must for lead to aggression. Thinking that the only effective way to express anger is through aggression is a myth. I hope we have understood what aggression is, okay? Because we have said aggression is that feeling of wanting to hurt someone or wanting to injure someone, okay? So being angry, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to be aggressive. No, 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 that is a myth, okay? Because there are more constructive and assertive ways of expressing anger, whereby effective anger management involves controlling the escalation of anger, learning assertiveness skills, changing negative and hostile self-talk, challenging irrational beliefs, and employing a variety of behavioral strategies. Okay, so I want you to know that if you have ever felt that anger, and I know since we are all human here, if we are true to ourselves, at one point or another, we have felt that anger. We have felt it. So when you feel that anger, yeah, don't assume that it is supposed to go this way or that way. Okay, what you're supposed to know is that you are supposed to know that this is a learned behavior and I can be able to unlearn it. Okay, having anger is an emotion, okay? And it is, you are human. So at one point or another, you will become angry, okay? But when you become angry, we have said that anger can go into two ways. So when you become angry, go into the positive way of trying to get solution, but not going into the negative way of becoming controlling and wanting to injure other people, okay? So you avoid aggression at all cost. Okay, so let's see misconception number three. Number three, anger. You must be aggressive to get what you want. That is a myth. Many people confuse assertiveness with aggression. The goal of aggression is to dominate, okay, to harm or injure another person, to win at any cost. Okay, I want you to note that anger can become a routine, yeah, whereby you feel that anger frequently, you become aggressive. You see that aggressive expression of anger when it comes frequently and you become aggressive. It means that now your anger is becoming a habit, okay? And anger that continues to come frequently is a maladaptive habit because it's a result of negative consequences. Are we together? Are we together? Let me see. Let me see first before I continue whether we are getting it. Let me see first. Yeah, just a minute. Let's see what you people are saying here. Anger. Gloria Cheng, this is so good. The lesson are so nice. Have never attended to one, but I'm learning. Yes, have experienced anger. Thank you for sharing, Gloria. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've been having these sessions every Sunday. Yeah, this is we finished with phase one, which was phase one consisted of 8 lessons. Now we are in phase two, and in phase two we are in the second session. So thank you so much, Gloria. You are most welcome. Salome Pinto, my anger made me break my partner's brand new phone. Oh my God. Just forgive me. We did speak with each other for almost 2 months. Madharau nilionyeshwa chungu nzima. Oh my God. I'm really sorry for that, Salome Pinto. Now you know that anger can make you lose your loved ones. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing. Let me see someone else here. Kasuku, Susan Kasuku, thank you for sharing. Yes, I have. I broke our 55-inch television. Oh my God. Every time people would come and ask, anasema ni mtoi who broke it. Oh my God, that was too much. That was aggressive. That had grown from anger. Now, because of that intense fury, it has grown to aggression. Aggression, or being aggressive, is when you want to harm, when you want to injure either somebody or someone. Okay, so that was so much. Kasuku there, it drains my energy. Oh yes, I understand. By the way, anger can drain you physically, emotionally, and even spiritually. Okay, so I understand what you're saying, Kasuku. It drains you a lot. Then let's see, it gives me anxiety. I tend to overthink a lot. Yes, 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 yes. Those are the consequences of anger that is not controlled. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you, because I can see you people are understanding what we are learning. Number 3, Brenda James, thank you for sharing. I have never been aggressive. I only cry a lot when angry. Where? Oh, yeah, sure. I know when you're angry and you have nobody maybe to talk to. And you remember that class about Tato and Hailstorm? I know, Brenda, you were there. The reason as to why you find yourself crying is because now this anger has grown, yeah, from that light feeling to that intense. But now, because you are a tattoo, you hide behind closed doors and cry alone. Why? Because since you are a tattoo, we said a tattoo is an introvert person, you are trying to cover yourself under your shell to protect yourself. Okay, so that's why you find that now when this anger has hit your hand and it is not aggressive, yes, but then it is hurting you from inside. And since you are that person who is a tattoo, like you cover yourself under the shell to protect yourself, you will have to cry behind closed doors. And when faith comes, you pretend, oh my God, I wasn't crying. And at that time, you are hurting inside there. Okay, so that is one consequence of anger. So thank you so much for sharing. Thank you, thank you. Yes, let's see this. When I'm angry, all I want is sleep. I don't even eat. I remember sometimes back, I was angry and I called you and you told me I'm beautiful, young, I should calm down. Sijawahi kasirika tena. Thank you so much, Jane. You know, when you are angry and you don't want to talk to someone, it's because you are an introvert. You are trying to cover yourself. You are trying to hide, yeah, under your shell. And then that anger continues to rage in you. And when you get someone to talk to, like the way I can remember, I told you you're beautifully and wonderfully made. I can remember that day. So thank you so much for sharing that, Jen. when that anger overcomes you and you find yourself crying, or you don't eat, you just want to sleep, let me tell you, I know you are not sleeping. You are just under the blankets, but thinking, how can this person do this and this to me? Okay? Okay, that is what happens. Okay, so let me see the next one. You are the best coach. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, when you find yourself hiding behind closed doors and crying, or sometimes, let's assume you are in a relationship and your partner hurts you so much, and you are there crying, and you're crying alone. And when a visitor comes, you are like, and and when you see, that is what you do. You wipe your tears, yes, and pretend that you are not crying. Why? Because you are a turtle and you really don't want to show your anger to someone else. But inside you, it is really eating you up. Okay? So let's see what happens next. I hope you have understood those misconceptions, those myths that we believed that that is what anger is, and it is not. Tell me now, has anger become a habit to you? We said in these classes, we are going to be truthful to ourselves so that we can get help. Has anger become a habit to you or for you? How has it been a maladaptive habit? Okay, maladaptive habit is that habit that keeps on coming back. Like it is when this anger is displayed frequently and aggressively, it becomes a maladaptive habit, meaning that the behavior will be performed automatically, repeatedly, without you thinking. Okay, maladaptive habit is that behavior that comes automatically in your mind, yeah, and it repeats itself. Like when you are angry and you don't even realize what is happening, that is what I'm calling a maladaptive habit. That behavior that comes, like Kasuku has said that she broke her TV. Let me see that let me just see that. That, yes, I broke our 55-inch television. Every time people would come and ask, anasema ni mtoi who broke it. You see, when this behavior becomes frequent, I mean now the behavior of becoming angry, when it becomes frequent, you will find that you can even take this watch and throw to your kid unconsciously, because you didn't learn how to control it, and therefore it has become an habit. Okay, you see, like when we were young, my mom could ukimkasirisha alikuwa anachukua tu ile kitu iko karibu anakurushia. I didn't remember that one. Okay, let me not go there. Anyway, let's continue. I'm happy that we are together. So tell me whether that habit, whether anger has become an habit to you, and how has anger affected you. So let's continue. Now we are going to learn how to break anger habit, because that is now the most important thing. I hope you can see that picture there. Hiyo nyundo, unaona vile imegonga? I made this intentionally for you guys, because we need to break that habit, like vile hiyo nyundo imegonga. This is an ama inagonga mabati mpaka inapasuka. Okay? Okay, so let's see. Now, as we continue, I want you to think and tell me whether this anger has become a habit, a maladaptive habit to you. Okay, you'll tell me, chat with me there. So how are we going to break this anger? Number one is becoming aware. Like right now, we are learning about the myths, about how anger becomes a problem, about how anger can affect our lives. So when you become aware, you can break the anger habit and the circumstances that triggers your anger and the negative consequences that result from it. I mean, if you become aware of the triggers, okay, if you become aware, like, what do I mean? Let me just come here so that you can talk. Yeah, when you become aware of what triggers the anger, like ni nini nakukasirishanga sana, that thing that makes you angry, yeah, when you become of it, you'll try to avoid it, isn't it? Or you'll know how to handle that issue. Okay. Then number two, when you become aware, number one is become aware of the triggers. Number two is become aware of the consequences. When that anger has taken over you and maybe you become aggressive, what is the consequences? Like the consequences for Susan was to break the TV. That is the consequences we are talking about. Okay. So when you become aware of those things, then you can be able to break that habit. Number two, anger management strategies. How will you be able to stop or to break anger habit? After you have identified your triggers, you need to develop a set of strategies to effectively manage your anger. Okay, I will come back to that. So let's go to number three. Number three, how you can break anger habit is time out. This one I have taught you many times. Time out. You know, time out is a basic anger management strategy, which means you are formally or informally leaving the situation that is causing the escalation, or simply stopping the discussion that is provoking anger. Okay, so anytime that you feel that now this is too much, you need to ask for time out. Who can remember the sign for time out? Do you still remember? We had a class, time out. Okay, you see, this is a sign for time out. When you feel that maybe you were in the middle of a discussion and now your rose spot has been rubbed, yeah, the rose spot has been rubbed, and now you have been triggered, and that anger is starting to range. Instead of you becoming emotionally flooded, like emotionally flooded, I hope you remember, it's when you are carried away and you can say anything without thinking, because your head is empty, it doesn't have enough blood to supply oxygen, so all the blood from your brain is carried to your palm and you become emotionally flooded. So anytime that anger thing starts, like you feel like your heart is starting to pump, you are supposed to ask your partner for time out. Time out, my dear, I cannot talk anymore. Okay, so we said that everybody who has a partner must teach their partner about this sign, so that whenever you give your partner this sign, they will know, oh my God, I cannot continue with this conversation or discussion because my partner gonna break, my partner gonna burst. Okay, so that is another strategy of breaking anger. Now, when you ask for timeout, what do you do? Yes, you have asked for timeout so as to stop the discussion at the moment that is triggering and rubbing your spot. So, what are you supposed to do? You can have a walk, You can talk to a friend. Okay, when you have time out, you go out and relax. You can have a walk, you can go to the kitchen, you can do some things, you can take some water, and then you cool down. So now, the anger control plan that I have for you guys, number one, it is to take time out. Okay, that is the sign that I have shown you. Talk to someone you trust, like a counselor. You know, we said that you are not just supposed to go discussing your issues with everybody, with your friends, because some of the friends that you have, you guys, are the friends that during the day they are on your side, but when you go, they are behind you, backbiting you. Okay, so we said if you really want to work out your relationship, do not just share your problems with your friends, because even some of your friends are happy when your relationship is not going well. So you are supposed to talk to someone you trust, like a counselor. You know, a counselor is a profession. Okay, and the profession of a counselor, like for me, our ethics, codes and ethics of the job that I do, it is like those of a doctor. I am not supposed to share your problems with anybody else, whether it's your partner or whoever. I am not supposed to share that thing that you confide in me with anybody. Okay, so you are supposed to time out, number one. Talk to someone you trust. That is what I was explaining. Use conflict resolution model. Okay, that one I am going to explain more. Then explore primary feelings beneath the anger. How do you feel? How when this anger has come? Yeah, because you're human anyway. You will get angry. You're not an angel. You will get angry to some point. Yes, but what we want here is some skills to know how you can manage this anger. Okay, so what are you supposed to know? You are supposed to listen to yourself and understand your feelings beneath that anger. Yeah, what are you feeling at the moment? Because when you become aware of what you feel, that is the time you'll be able to solve it. Okay, so let's see, we're going back to number 3, where we talked about, let me show you, anger management. Number 2, that was B, anger management strategy. We said for you to break that anger, you need anger management strategy. Okay, and this is now what I'm going to explain again. I know those who are in the first phase can remember we learned about this conflict resolution model. So when you have anger, yeah, it means this anger has been brought by something. Your raw spot, the raw spot has been rubbed and you have been triggered. Okay, your personality weaknesses has been triggered. So for you to know how to handle this anger, you must be able to manage the conflict and resolve those conflicts that are bringing anger. So this is what we have here. Understanding the nature of conflict is the conflict about purpose or process or personality, okay, which is because of faulty foundation, family of origin, incompatibility, unrealistic and unfulfilled expectations. All it is because of inability to adapt to change. I hope we have moved together there. Nimeona kama nimekimbia sana. What I mean here is for you to be able to manage anger. You know, anger comes because of unresolved conflict. Okay? And this conflict comes from your personality. Okay? In this relationship, this conflict comes from the process, the way you are working out your relationship. This anger comes because of the purpose. Why are you in a relationship that is bringing so much pain, so much anger? You see, those things are the ones that makes anger start. Okay, so for you to be able to control yourself, you must be able to know where this anger is coming from. Okay, you must be able to know where is it about inability to change? Is it about, sorry? Oh my good God. Sorry class. And somebody has come to kuripoti mwingine amekataa kumwekea Mr. Bean. I'm sorry guy. Enda sasa niko kwa class. Okay. I'm sorry for that. It's okay. Now, what was I talking about now? Can you remind me, guys? I've just been interrupted. Oh my God. Oh, so I was saying anger comes because of those unresolved conflicts. And we said conflict comes from the faulty foundation of your relationship. Conflict comes from the origin, family of origin. Okay, where did you come from before you found yourself into this relationship? Okay, conflict comes because of inability to change. Now you came into this relationship and you are unable to change, so there will always be a conflict. Conflict comes because of unfulfilled expectations. Mtu alikuabiriria gari ati unajua tukioana nitakununulia gari. When you come there, you wait and wait and wait and wait and there is no vehicle. So that thing keeps on bringing conflict, a conflict that escalates anger. Okay, are we together? Let me see thumbs up. Thumbs up if we are together. I got disrupted kidogo. Okay, so let me see whether you are still together. Are you still there? Okay, let me see fast. I had asked a question whether anger has become a habit to you. Oh, let me first of all read these answers. No, anger is not a habit to me. Wow, wow, wow. Jen Jambi is saying that anger is not a habit to her. Let's see. Brenda, who is this? Yeah. Minute. My anger is not a habit. Here. Another one. Anger has not become an habit. Another one. Let's see. I have gotten angry twice in 2020. Last time I was angry, I was in 2021. Nilikuwa huyo mama mpaka akalia. Nilikuna huyo mama mpaka akalia. I hurt her terribly. Oh, nilitukana, yeah, I'm correct. Nilitukana huyo mama mpaka akalia. Yes, your hunger is not a habit, but to some point you became aggressive, like ulitukana huyo mama mpaka akalia. Oh my God, that's why now we need to learn how to control or to manage this anger. Thank you so much for sharing. Gloria Acheng, umepause ama what has happened? I don't know about that sign. Brenda James, thank you. We are together. Thumbs up, thumbs up. We are together. Thank you so much. I can see we are still together. So once you understand where this anger is coming from, like where these conflicts are coming from, then you are able to manage the conflict. And when you manage the conflict, yeah, it means now you are managing the anger, because if there is no conflict, nobody will be angry anyway. Yeah, sindio? Kama hakuna any conflict, like there is no disagreement in a relationship, why will you be angry? You can't be angry just by your own. Yeah, when you're alone, you do your things comfortably. Yeah, but when there is a disagreement, you have an argument with your partner, then you become angry because of that conflict. So let's see now how you're going to manage this conflict. Here, we have 5 keys in managing conflict that eventually helps in controlling anger. Yeah, so number one, I want you to understand when you manage conflict, it means that now you are managing that anger. Number one, identify the individual management and resolution styles. Okay, here now I'm talking about a relationship. When you are in a relationship and you are two of you are supposed to understand one another, like we said about our personality. So in this case, now you're supposed to understand according to my personality and that of my partner, do I really have the skills to manage conflict? Okay, once you understand that, it will help you manage conflict. Number two, identify the role and responsibilities in the relationship. Here I am going to bring 2 new words. In a relationship, we have 2 types. Sorry for that. I am saying we have types of people or 2 personalities in a relationship, and one person can be a peace dweller, and the other person can be a peace. Sorry, yes. Oh, thumbs up. Thank you so much. So I am saying that one person can be a peace dweller, and the other person is a peacemaker. Okay, so you are supposed to study your relationship. We said that you're not supposed to copy someone else's relationship. So study your relationship and know in this relationship that I am in, who is a peacemaker and who is a peace dweller. Done no wrong. Okay, that is a peacemaker. So anytime you see yourself, now that there is a conflict and you start asking for forgiveness, it means that you are a peacemaker. Then a peace dweller is that person, even after they have made a mistake, they cannot accept, they have to be begged. Yeah, they have to be begged for them to accept that there is a problem. So you are supposed to understand your role and your responsibility. Are you a peacemaker in this relationship, or are you a peace dweller? Okay, so that was number 2. Number 3, control what you can control. Always control what you can control. Don't let things just elapse and go from good to bad. If you can control. Number 4, sorry, don't carry conflicts forward. Don't hide things under the rug. This one I have talked about it many times. Whenever you hide things under the carpet, like there is a conflict about, let me use my phone. We have a conflict about this phone, and let me say maybe my partner told me to remove this, yeah, this cover, and I didn't like it. Okay, so I felt bad. I even felt angry. Okay, this is an example, but I didn't talk about it. I uh, 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 I have hidden those feelings and emotions under the carpets. I don't want him to know that I didn't like his idea. When you do that, the things that you are hiding under the carpet, they will keep coming back and escalating the conflict. Okay, so if you want to manage anger by controlling, manage conflict so that you can be able to manage anger, you don't need to hide things under the carpet. Okay, then number 5, nip it on the bud. What do I mean by this? I mean that early intervention is critical to conflict management. Conflict arises when offenses escalate because of unresolved offenses. When we manage disagreement and offenses, they hardly become conflict. So it is always very important that we see conflict brewing and nip it at the bud. When you see that there is that conflict that wants to escalate, try to manage it, yeah, so that it will not escalate and stir the peace in your relationship, and then bring anger that will maybe end up in aggression and hostility. Okay, it is said that a stitch in time saves 9 other stitches. Okay, I hope you know that saying. Remember that every conflict has an incubation period, and early intervention reduces further escalation and saves time. Okay, so by preventing one conflict, you reduce the potential for several other conflicts. So that is how you nip it in the bud. Okay, so for you to be able to manage anger that we are talking about today, as we wind up now, yeah, you must be able to prevent conflict. Okay, for you to be able to manage anger, anger comes because of a conflict. When there is when there is no conflict, there is no anger. Okay, so for you to be able to manage now, using the 5 steps that I have shown you and the other 3 that I'm going to give you, you must be aware, and you must be able to prevent conflict before they escalate. So how are you going to prevent this conflict? You must be intentional in wanting to prevent this conflict. Okay, and when you are intentional, then you use the 3 Ds of preventing conflict. D number 1 means decide. Okay, now you are in this relationship, and most probably maybe you are in the power struggle stage where there is a lot of pain, and there has been conflict that has been escalating that brings anger always. So number 1, for you to be able to manage this conflict, for you to manage your anger, you need to decide. Make a decision, make a concrete decision that I really don't want conflict. Make an intentional decision to be at peace with your spouse and with yourself. Anytime you have made a decision of wanting to have peace in that relationship, you'll surely get it. You'll surely have that peace. Day number 2, discover. Be conscious enough to see the point of conflict. You know, sometimes in relationship we become don't cares. Let me use that word, and forgive me for using that word. We become don't cares. How? You don't know what brings conflict in your relationship. Unazionanga tu zimekuja. You have never sat down and have a conversation with yourself and ask yourself, now we always fight on a Sunday. What makes us fight? Have you ever thought about it? Why is it that every Tuesday we have to have a conflict? Discover from today. Want to know the point that brings conflict. Why is it that anytime I give my partner some water, we have a conflict over this glass? You should discover and know why. Why is it that? Okay, so that is D number 2. D3 is determine. Once you decide and discover, then you must have a concrete plan on how to handle the areas of conflict. Hello, are you still there? Hello. Let me hear from you guys. We are concluding, and I want to know whether you've gotten everything that I had for you today. So determine, yeah, have a concrete plan. Now there was there was conflict in your relationship. What did you do about it? All that conflict keeps piercing your heart every time. That conflict, because you never discovered the point that brings conflict, is this conflict piercing your heart every time and igniting the anger because you're human. And when that anger is ignited, do you become aggressive? Once you discover that, determine, what are you supposed to do? Okay, so let me see. Sorry. Gloria Chieng, thumbs up. Thank you so much. I can see we are still together. Then who is there? Hey, today I joined late, but they say better late than never. Yes, thank you so much, Omwa, for joining. You're there. Who is there? Hello, Faith, I'm still here. Thank you so much, Jane Jambi, you're still here. So let's wind up so that people can sleep. Concretion of anger management. Oh, we have someone still there. Let me recognize her. Still here too. Thank you so much, Brenda. I can see you guys, you're still here. So let's continue. Let's conclude. It is very, very important to know now how you're going to manage this anger. Okay? Number one, recognize the triggers. What triggers your anger? Yeah? Is it that baby who cries? Unaamka usiku na makasiriko? Yeah? Is it your job? What triggers your anger? Recognize that. Okay? Then number two, practice deep breathing. Yeah? Let me tell you. Anytime, number one, you must be able to know what triggers the anger in you, like what ignites the anger. Once you have determined that, or you have understood that, then anytime you feel that anger, anger starts from we send from mild, and then it rages to fury, and then to some people it become aggressive and hostile. It brings hostility. So anytime you feel that anger, it is starting, like you feel like, now Faith amenikasirisha now. I start feeling like my heart is pumping. You see, now that anger is starting. It has been ignited, and now that anger is starting to grow. Anytime you feel it, before you become emotionally flooded, breathe in, breathe out. Anytime you feel anger, breathe in, breathe out. Talk to your logical brain. Remember the logical brain we talked about? Talk to your logical brain and say, it is okay, Faith. Breathe in, breathe out. It is okay, Faith. It is okay. It is okay. It is okay, Brenda. It is okay, Beatrice. It is okay, Jane. You breathe in, you breathe out. That is strategy number one of controlling anger. Then, because you are in a relationship, anytime you feel that anger has been ignited, talk to your partner, tell them now, time out. Time out. Then walk and go have some peace outside there. Go to the garden, go to the kitchen and have a glass of water. Okay, that is strategy number three of controlling or managing anger. Then number four, express yourself calmly by use of I statement. Let me tell you, in relationships, when we have conflicts and the anger has been ignited, we fail to express. We are overwhelmed and we fail to express ourselves in a way that our partners can understand what is going on in our lives or what is going on at that moment. So, for you to be able to manage anger, you must be able to use the I statement. I. Don't point fingers, because anytime you point finger to your partner, yeah, you're transferring the anger to him or her, and then it will come back to you double. Okay, so do not point fingers. Okay, use the I statement. For example, let me assume you saw your partner with a girl outside there, and you are like, my God, now your heart is pumping. How can he do this to me? How can this happen to me? Why me? Why me? Yeah, you see that anger? It is now growing. When your partner comes, do not ask your partner, ati, kwa nini ulikuwa na huyo mtu huko? If you do that, you've done that before, it's okay because you didn't know. But now that you know, you are supposed to use the I statement. I felt bad. I felt very, very bad when I saw you holding Brenda's hand. Okay? So this person will feel indebted to answer you and tell you, Brenda is just a friend, or Brenda is this and this. But when you point fingers and tell your partner, oh, hata nilikuona, wewe unichukuangi kama mtu. You see the words that we use when the anger starts growing. Sorry for using that. So use the I statement. I felt bad when you gave me water with a dirty glass. I felt bad. Don't say, kwa nini unanipea maji na glass chafu? It won't solve anything. Your anger will just grow. Okay? So use the I statement and express yourself. Then the last one, develop healthy outlets. Develop healthy outlets. What do I mean by developing healthy outlets? This is where now you can be able to talk to your counselor when there is that anger. A healthy outlet is, where am I going to share? To which outlet will I direct my anger? Yeah, am I going to share it with my coach or with my counselor? Yeah, so once you develop that, then you're good to go and you're able to manage your anger. So thank you so much. That is the end of our class. I'm so happy to have you guys. Let me see what you're saying. Let me see. Thank you so much. Thank you. I can see you're still here. Thank you so much. Thank you. So now I want you to remember and be very conscious. Remember, as when we started, we said that anger can make you lose your loved one. Anger can make you lose your job. Anger can make you lose or destroy the good relationship that you have. Anger can make you go to the jail. So I want you to be very, very keen in how you control this anger. Okay, I have given you 5 strategies that you're supposed to use that will help you calm down. And when you come back to your senses, you can share that thing that was stressing you. So that is the end of our class. Let me see how you're saying, you guys. Attentive. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you so much. Jane Jambi is still here with us. Have a good night, Faith. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jen. Let's see who is there. Thank you too. I've learned a lot. Thank you, Gloria Chieng. Karibu sana. You have learned a lot. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for being here. This is time investment. Everybody who has been able to attend today's class, you have invested your time in growing and wanting to have a successful relationship. So, as I wind up today, I want you to know that anger that ranges is so dangerous. So from today, use the 5 strategies. Yeah, use the 5 strategies and control that anger. Control that anger. Do not let it grow. Do not let it grow from the ignition point. Then it starts raging, and then it becomes intense. Then it becomes frequent. Then it becomes a maladaptive habit. Okay, so control it before it reaches to that. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. You can let me know there. You can let me know whether it was helpful today. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know whether it was helpful. It is. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love how jovial you always are. Thank you so much, Brenda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like you guys. Anytime you here with me, I feel the energy. You really motivate me, you guys. Anytime you attend the classes, you motivate me to want to teach you more and more and more. Okay, so thank you so much, Brenda. See, Beatrice Mokami, thank you so much. Thank you, Beatrice, for being here. Thank you so much. Here we have Jane Jambi, extremely helpful. Thank you so much, Jane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. You people, you are the one who motivates me and you make me feel that I really need to share the knowledge that I have so that we can transform relationships together. We say that when you transform your relationship, yeah, you'll be able to help someone else. And when you help someone else, we are making this earth the better place for us to be. Okay, so thank you so much for your time, guys. I am so grateful. May God bless you. May God do marvelous into your lives. May God elevate you in all your endeavors. May the Lord Jehovah bless you. Good night. Let's see each other in the group next time. So good night. Good night. Thank you so much. Have a blessed night. We see each other some other time. God bless you.